Hello everyone, welcome to week 5 of distance learning. It's Miss Taylor. Your skill for this week is overhand throwing. So first we're going to practice the skill itself, and then I will teach you how to play a fun game with your new throwing skills. There are 4 main things you need to think about while you're throwing. You need to think about the wind-up, the rotation, the step, and the follow through. So we'll talk about each of those a little bit slower. Your wind up should bring your ball behind your ear. You're not touching it, but you're close. You're winding up your arm so that you can get it to throw real far. The rotation is going to turn you from facing your target to having your side to your target. So your hips and your shoulders are going to rotate while you're in that wind-up position. Then you'll take your opposite foot from your throwing hand. If you're throwing with this hand, you're stepping with this foot. If you're throwing with this hand, you're stepping with this foot. You're going to step that opposite foot forward while you throw, and then keep your arm moving so it follows through to the opposite side of your body. That movement slow and then speed it up a little. Wind up. Rotate, step, and follow through. Wind up, rotate, step, follow through. Wind up, rotate, step, follow through. So every time you do it, you want to get a little bit quicker and turn those 4 separate movements into one fluid movement, like this. You can make your own sound effects. So we're all in our houses, might not have a yard to do this in, so instead of using a regular ball, I am using a balled up sock, like we did for rolling last week. So I want you to get your rolled up sock or something else soft that you can throw indoors, pick a target, and practice a few throws at it. I want you to do at least 10 before we move on to our game. So you can pause this, practice 10 throws, and then we'll come back to a game. Remember, wind up, rotate, step, and follow through. This game is called tic-tac-throw. You're going to use your overhand throwing skills and combine it with the classic tic-tac-toe. You can see here I cut up 2 paper bags, taped them together, and I just drew some lines on here with marker. You could also use some squares of printer paper taped up to a wall, or maybe you've got a cardboard box that you could cut flat with the help of your parents, and draw your 3 rows of squares for tic-tac-toe. You're also going to need some paper, or I've got a whiteboard here, to keep track of who throws where, and you are going to need some socks for throwing. Here is a closer view of my tic-tac-toe board. So, if I had a partner here to play with, I would discuss with them who is going to be X and who is going to be O. I'm going to decide that I am X. So I'm going to think about my 4 steps of throwing. Wind up, rotate, step, and follow through, and then take my first shot. All right, I hit that top middle square. Now I'm going to come over to my scorecard, and I'm going to mark my X in there so that we can keep track throughout the game of who landed where. So the first one to get 3 in a row gets their tic-tac-toe. Let's say I won this one. There's a tally, 1 point for Miss Taylor. I hope you enjoyed that game, and I hope you remembered to use every piece of information to make your throws the best they could possibly be. I hope you did a wind-up. I hope you turned your body. I hope you stepped with the opposite foot and followed through. We'll see you next week here on the Adapted PE channel for more fun activities.